right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if you can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight. And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket. No, you don't want him in the bracket. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far. He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board. And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. So these fighters are just a year apart, with some differences in height, but big differences in reach. And now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 13 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Alex Bruce Leroy Caceres. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 19 wins, 12 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Lee Summit, Missouri, Tim Elliott. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so the fight is now underway. We'll see how long it goes. You've got a submission specialist on one side, and on the other side, maybe the most well-rounded fighter in this division. Yeah, he is one of the best fighters in the entire UFC. But in front of him, he has one of the most dangerous fighters across all divisions in the octagon, because that one skill he has is so good that you're in danger the entire time. Landed a beautiful straight punch there, DC. He's got an edge in reach and certainly is making it count in this one. Oh, wow! Head kick. Oh, straight right. Caceres going for the head kick. He misses there. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one? All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Just over 3 minutes to go now. All right, so a good job by him here. He continues to block these shots. Seems to see them coming a mile away. He sees them coming a mile away, and he's blocking, he's rolling, slipping. He's doing a great job. Nice strike. Oh, he lands the Superman punch. How about it? Spinning back fist. He's very tricky when he throws that body kick. Nice 1-2 there. Now a knee to the body. Oh, there he goes, attacking that lead leg to the outside. Nasty kick there. Nasty leg kick. You gotta slow down your opponent. He knew his opponent wanted to move a lot tonight. This is the first step in getting him to slow down and fight at your pace. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Tim Elliott. Nice shot there from GUSTAFSSON. Huge block there. Now connects with a right. Nice hook lands. Good series of strikes for him there, staying busy and staying accurate.
I mean, the accuracy is unbelievable.
A little single collar tie there. Well-placed kick there by GUSTAFSSON. Oh, that's a nice straight punch there.
Threw the punch, got to the target.
Oh, now he stuns him beautifully with the left hand.
The left hand is so accurate, so educated, he's so able to fight from both fighting stances.
Round two next. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, next round is underway, and for me, the big storyline in the previous round, just the head movement. Shades of Tony Ferguson, rolling with punches, the ability to slow everything down, and you got to think that has frustrated his opponent.
On a number of occasions, he made his opponent look silly.
Yeah. Because
he's overextending him. He's heavy on his front foot because the moment he goes to throw, he's throwing at range. Opponent slips, now he's out of position. Watch for a counter left hook the next time he can get his opponent that off balance.
Really making good use of this reach advantage there with that punch. Man, is he timing his shots well here tonight, DC. It's hard to recall him being this accurate in the past.
I mean, he is so sharp. And not only is he accurate, he's also keeping very busy.
Oh, a huge block there.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Nice knee to the body there. Right hook to the body. Just over 3 minutes to go. Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off.
Check your face, hands up. Hey, let's go, hands up.
Just out of range with that left hook. Elliott gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Trying to establish that jab once again. GUSTAFSSON's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Oh! Whoa!
Who's hurt? Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he might be out. Oh!
He's mixing up his... Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh! Superman punch now. Elliott's head kick. Entertaining scrap so far. All right, so a huge round for him there. Nearly had him out of there with the head kick. Did get the knockdown. Talk us through the replay.
He got the knockdown. He won the round. He did everything correct. The only thing he didn't do is finish the fight. But if he continues down the path, if he continues to do the exact same thing as he did before, he will get that finish.
Look. Come on, hey. You feeling good? Listen, we still have another round coming up. We got another round coming up. Listen.
All right, the action continues here and now as our next round gets underway. The previous round won't be confused for a round of the year, but pretty good action.
It was a pretty good round. Not every round is going to have you standing up out of your seat. You understand that you are watching the highest level of fighting in the entire world.
Whoa!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude now trying to hip escape?
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Ellie. Oh, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. All right, side control now. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push away, try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press it. He's got to chase that finish down now.
Now he's going to try to attack Kimura here.
Bottom fighter trying to control, and he's out. Now potentially working on a submission instead.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
And he's out. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Whoa! The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 30-27, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Alex Bruce Leroy Garcia.
All right, so the judge... Well, it's always exciting when you have such a high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. This man has been a master of the submission in the UFC, and even though a lot of people know what's coming, more often than not, they're unable to stop.
Because the knowledge of the Jiu-Jitsu game is truly something that it's hard to replicate when a guy is as good as he is. I mean, he will jump for a triangle. He will jump for an armbar. And as you slam him to the ground, he starts to understand, okay, I'm right where I need you right now. This is when the game starts for him. If he doesn't secure that submission, he gets you where he needs you to be in order to start to really make you drown. It's like going in deep water and getting pulled down over and over again, because every time you think, if I do this, it'll make it better, it just makes it work.
And best of luck trying to find a training partner to simulate this guy in the gym.
It can't happen, and it won't happen.
Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that arm.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 23 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Natal, Brazil, Jussier Formiga. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Joseph Benavidez. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready. You ready to fight?
All right, so here we go with round 1, and on one side, clearly the more well-rounded fighter, yet when we sat down with him on Thursday, first words out of his mouth, he ain't gonna submit me, I'm gonna try to take him down.
Oh, my goodness. And you laugh just like that because you know how much of a joke this is. You want to avoid the grappling with this guy at all costs. I know he has the body. I know he has a big ego, but it would benefit him to fight this fight and make it as easy as possible.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Formiga. Try to establish that jab. Oh, tagged him with that right hand. What a strike that was.
What a strike that he is landing over and over again. His opponent will need to make some adjustments. Nice, sneaky head kick.
So both guys landing at will here. Good action early. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, straight right. Formiga's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this?
Benavidez gets the takedown. Single leg takedown attempt here, and did that get you out of your seat? Beautifully done by him there.
Oh man, I jumped up and down. Am I watching the Olympics or a mixed martial arts fight? You don't see single legs this good unless you're watching a real high-level wrestler.
26 total strikes have now landed for Joseph Benavidez.
Oh! Who's hurt? Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he might be out.
He has hurt.
Oh, he dove and he lands. Wow. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the... Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Posturing up now, then he's out.
Let's work. I'm going to stand this up.
Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of... Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. Attacking arm bar.
Nicely done.
Let's work. Come on.
30 seconds now to go in the round. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the... Now trying to hip escape. And he's out.
10 seconds. Let's go, baby. 10 seconds.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and got to be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly. You're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
You ready to fight? Ready. Do it.
Over and over, he's landing a big body kick.
Formiga gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Got to find a way to move those feet.
Right hand punch to the clinch.
All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're going to sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the right hand behind the jab, give him the hook behind the right hand, jab, right hand, hook. That's 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit. Finish him off with the uppercut. That is your soda. I mean, come on, man, let this guy have the whole thing.
46 total strikes have now landed for Joseph Benavidez. Just below 50%, by the way. 49% the accuracy rate on the strike attempts against.
Look at that. Trouble, it's over. It's over. Oh, my goodness. What a performance.
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling. He used his elbows. He used his pace and pressure to really wear down his opponent so that he can get his hand raised.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 28 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Joseph Joe B1 Kenobi Benavidez.
All right, so there he is, the man. All right, so here he is, a man who needs no introduction, the former K1 World Grand Prix champion, heavyweight contender. Alistair Overeem, kind of surprised you haven't shared the octagon with this guy yet.
Yes, we have seen Alistair Overeem for a really long time. We've seen the ups, we've seen the downs. From the highest of highs as the Strikeforce heavyweight champ to the lowest of lows, he's been here and he's been around forever. But the one thing that you know when you think about Alistair Overeem is that when things get tough, he will evolve. He will get better. And recently, he has been back on the upswing in his career.
Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. The American is 33. The Brit is 40. Rothwell weighed in at 265 pounds. Overeem will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the introductions, we go to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 47 wins, 19 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 260 pounds. Fighting out of Amsterdam, the Netherlands, Alistair the Reed Overeem. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 39 wins, 14 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Kenosha, Wisconsin, Ben Rothwell. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
Dan Mergliata, your referee.
Ready? Ready?
All right, so here we go, round one. I can barely hear myself think in this arena right now. Two of the most dominant, well-rounded fighters in this division.
I mean, these guys are the best of all of mixed martial arts. They can do everything when they're locked inside of the octagon. I'm so excited to watch the highest level of MMA on display tonight.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Oh, and there's a takedown attempt, DC. Not a great one. Might as well tell your opponent you're shooting, huh?
Yeah, he's your best friend. Kevin doesn't want to take him to his back and watch him defend and then beat you up with the fight stand. Yeah, he's mixing it all up.
Oh, looks like he's trying to set up the takedown. There's the attempt. Oh, collar tie.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one? Over and over. You come up, you go down. Another takedown land.
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Side control now. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Overeem's back in full mount. Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
Attacking arm bar. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle.
Oh, and he pins the arm down, and that is it. So the tap comes shortly thereafter.
He got the arm straight, right? The moment he was able to break the lock, John, his opponent was in trouble. Hip pressure up, opponent had to tap.
And he tapped, and he lives to fight another day, but a huge win for his opponent by submission tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata is going to stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 25 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Alistair the Real Wolverine.
All right, so what a performance. Well, there is no denying this man's striking credentials. Prevailing wisdom is he's going to try to keep this fight standing tonight.
He has to. You know, this is what got him to the show. It was being able to use the hands to set up the kicks. We all talk about the high-level boxing background of this young man. But as he's developed great knees.
Yeah.
He's developed great timing, great counter skills, and also the beautiful right high kick. The right high kick is something he hides very well as he follows with a jab, right hand, left hook. High kick comes over the top, and he can put you to sleep.
No doubt about it. He'll try to put on a striking clinic once again here tonight. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this bantamweight fight. Wineland is 9 years the elder. He is 1 inch taller. Barao will have a 1-inch reach advantage. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 16 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Chesterton, Indiana, Eddie Wineland! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 36 wins, 9 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the former UFC bantamweight champion, Hannon, the Baron Barao! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Levine.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
All right, so here we go with the start of round 1. I can tell how excited you are for this matchup. Seems to be a striking advantage on one side, but maybe not.
This is a big-time fight. It feels like a big moment for both of these guys' careers. Who is going to be able to implement their game plan the best in this matchup between these two big-time athletes?
Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one.
The timing is on point. He's doing a great job of mixing everything up.
Some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold. It's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? That is it! And that'll do it!
Oh! Woo! What a performance!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Well, let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched blood.
I mean, a competitive fight that one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight. But both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 35 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Hannon, the Baron Barao!
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. Well, he is the best mixed martial artist that the nation of Sweden has ever produced. Former two-time UFC light heavyweight title challenger Alexander Gustafsson, and he hasn't realized the UFC title yet, but I know you guys will always have UFC 192, one of the harder fights of your career.
One of the toughest nights that I've ever had in the UFC, and Alexander Gustafsson showed in that night that not only is he skilled, he's as tough as they come. From the war with John Jones, to the war that him and I had, to some of the biggest victories that he stood and he's won in the octagon. A very, very skilled striker with fantastic boxing, unbelievable footwork, and very, very underrated wrestling. One of the only guys that can say he's taken me down and also taken John Jones down in a championship fight.
He really is the total package. I know he hasn't solved that John Jones puzzle yet, but truly a special striker. And in terms of the movement at 205 pounds on the feet, nobody does it better than this. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. Both fighters are 33 years of age. Gustafsson is 1 inch taller. Jones will have a 5-inch reach advantage. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden, presenting the challenger, Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a look-see-do fighter, holding a professional record of 27 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, John Bones Jones!
All right, this is for the championship. You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. You will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
Ready? You ready to fight? Good.
All right, here we go, round 1, John Jones versus Alexander Gustafsson, and if anybody can talk about both sides of this matchup, DC, it's you. Your thoughts on their third meeting here tonight?
Gustafsson has to make some adjustments. In the second fight, he looked a little bit lost. He looked as though he allowed Jones to make the necessary adjustments that he needed to make. Now he's down 0-2. Motivation will not be enough. His full skill needs to be on display in this rematch.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Oh, spinning back fist. Well, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. Good series of strikes by him there.
Great job of mixing it up, staying active, keeping busy, doing great work.
Wow, huge head kick. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it. Straight right, he misses. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, straight right. So just over 20 total strikes. And now landed for Alexander Gustafsson. Under 2 minutes now to go. Double leg takedown attempt here, and that is a good attempt as he gets the fight back to the mat.
It's ideal. His ideal situation just happened. He got it on the shot, didn't have to put too much effort to finish. Great job.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Back to the stand-up now, both fighters upright. Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You gotta like what you're seeing thus far.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy.
Oh, beautiful jab there by Alexander Gustafsson.
Big leg kick land.
Counter jab snaps the head back. That should get his attention. Just misses with the straight right. Oh, tags him with the left. That is an educated left hand.
Educated left hand. He's throwing so fast and so crisp. That jab is fast. Look at that jab.
And there's a nice elbow from the clinch.
It's okay. We expected this type of fight. We trained for this.
All right, so a lot of highlights from which to choose after those previous 5 minutes. And on the other side, you better start checking some of these leg kicks, man.
Yeah, and when your opponent is throwing that many leg kicks, it takes one good check. If he gets one good check off, he may deter him from throwing these kicks over and over.
All right, here we go, folks. Round 2, Johnny Bones Jones and Alexander Gustafsson.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down. Big body kick.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
Well, you saw us referencing the tail to tape, DC. He's got the reach advantage and certainly made good use of it there in landing that jab. Effective strike there by Jones.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
So 44 total strikes.
Who's hurt? Serve him up. Go get him. That one landed clean.
Oh, nice connection there by John Jones, and he is fighting with a definite killer instinct here tonight, DC.
And you have to have it because the target's always on your back when you're the UFC champion. Jones seems desperate to keep that title wrapped around the neck.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Oh! His opponent swimming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning.
The hip toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do.
Right into side control.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
Punch coming, it's blocked.
Big, powerful punch land. Now he gets back to range.
Oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, he might be out. Straight to the body by Gustafsson.
Hey, stop.
All right, so there's the end of the round. The storyline over those previous 5 minutes, volume takedowns, offensive wrestling.
Yeah, this is an exhausting type of fight. Not only for the offensive fighter, but also for the opponent. Always being under attack, always being defensive, always reacting starts to really wear at your gas tank. It's interesting to see who is more fresh going into the next round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Sound defense there as he blocks the shot. Right on the button. Oh, he lands the Superman punch.
Let's focus.
Good punch.
Yeah, left hook found its target. Single collar tie there.
Big punch from the clinch.
Man, it's almost like he's got a rangefinder out there. Just too easy as he connects with another good series of punches there.
If you're boxing this guy and only boxing him, you will be in trouble.
All right, so 77 total strikes have landed for John Jones. And the accuracy rate, by the way, if you're scoring at home, 47% to this point in the fight against Alexander Gustafsson. Jones is circling towards the left now. Oh, he landed another great shot to the body there. Really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight.
Good punch land.
And both guys really throwing with authority. We passed the midpoint here of the fight. Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Mixes in an elbow for good measure. Oh, crippling knee to the body. Under 2 minutes to go. Oh! Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too.
Now he's chasing the triangle.
And this could be trouble here. Looks like it's pretty tight. He's trying to work his head out of harm's way.
It might be over. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Nicely done.
Let's work. I'm going to stand this up.
45 seconds remain in the round. Gets the elbow up into the target. Good series of elbows by him there. It's almost like he's ambidextrous when it comes to throwing these elbows.
There is no strike in fighting that can really damage your opponent as much as an elbow. He understands that. He's throwing them over and over again.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Notice the drive. Look at how they drive the knee right into the midsection.
All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was. DC, take us through the replays.
Punch after punch. He landed him at will. He went right at his opponent, got in his face, and showed this is my octagon. We are going to dance to the beat of my tune.
Take a seat. Breathe. Relax for me. Everything's good. You're fine, okay? We got a cut, but he's cut too. you.
All right, folks, here we go with our next round, and in terms of his output and his efficiency with his significant strikes in the previous round, you can argue that was the best 5-minute stretch of his UFC career.
Oh, absolutely the best 5 minutes he has ever had. He was in a zone. Everything he threw was just landing and landing with vicious intent. He's got to feel confident as he gets off the stool for the beginning of this round.
Oh, nice strike landed there by Jones. Just out of range with that left hook. And a nice left hand there on the inside. Not there. Nice double leg takedown attempt there, and you gotta think that's something that's gonna give him confidence moving forward in this fight.
A lot of confidence, and it happens that easily. He took a shot, he got a takedown. What now will stop him from doing it over and over again?
Good work from the top here by Jones. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, he postured up there.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Nice hammer fist. Gustafsson gets up, but he looks dazed. He looks confused. He blocks the shot. Trying to kick the leg out. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the... Nice job to stick with it there to complete the takedown. All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move to half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to anticipate those movements the moment he tries to move to the next position. You build a shield, get back to your feet.
Whoa! Huge right hand!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Well, looks as though his leg is hurt here. You can even see him limping a little bit. No problem getting inside to land that straight punch. He's got a huge edge and reach, and he made good use of it there. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Big knee lands right to the opponent's midsection.
Oh, man, how is he standing? Brutal knee to the body. Oh!
That
Ooh,
knee,
big
that
knee.
knee hurt him.
Knee to the body. What a fight so far. All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper. And it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
Relax. Breathe. All right, here's some water. Now listen, I want you to stay sharp. Don't get suckered into that crap. I want you to...
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here it is, folks, 5th and final round. Oh, nice connection there with a punch, DC.
Great time to land that punch.
He does everything so well. And he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Look at the turnover in that kick.
Just missed with the elbow there.
Keep your hands up for me. Come on now. Let's move. Let's recompose.
Oh, nice jab by him there, and I guess on the other side, hard to get your offense going when your head keeps getting snapped back like a Pez dispenser.
Every time he tries to go forward and use his own offense, the jab is stopping him in his tracks. He's doing a great job of fighting. He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Big knee to the body. And now he's got the tie clinch. Ooh, now he's got the tie plum, Daniel. If you're on the other side, what are you trying to do to get out of this potentially dangerous position?
You got to start digging.
Oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Jones is now trying for the Kimura.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
And he's out. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Gustafsson. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it. He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked. Yeah, notice he just took the body triangle, readjusted lock, and now it looks like he's got it.
Wow. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out, just go for the finish.
Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
All right, so whoa! All right, it looks like the official decision is in. Yes, here's Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores this contest, 48-47, Jones. Judge 2 scores it, 47-47. And Judge 3 scores it, 47-47. For the winner by majority decision, and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world,
Well, for a long time, this was the UFC's glamour division, and for a long time, the belt has gone through his hands. He remains the UFC light heavyweight champion with a big effort here tonight. Wasn't able to get the finish that he desired, had to go the full 25 minutes, but the goal remains the same, to leave the way you came in, and that's exactly what he did. Congratulations to the still undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world.